evening, hello and welcome to the weekly edition of the Patent News. Today, first we will have a look at the top headlines of the week. InvenSense and ST settle patent litigation. Apple and Google join in a mission to curb patent abuse. Android father Andy Rubin may be on Apple's list of witnesses. Samsung wants $9 million from Dyson because a UK patent lawsuit filed by Dyson made it look bad. Microsoft announces its 21st Android licensee and 26th known Android patent deal in total. Next, in the courtroom, Mike will elaborate on a patent lawsuit that may force Apple to disclose the details of their A7 chip. Then, in this day in history, we will check out the patent claiming the first electrical ignition system for cars. Finally, in the silly patent of the week, Ted will describe a patent claiming pants with one or more zippers on the rear side. All that, but first the top news of the week. InvenSense and ST Microelectronics have announced that they have settled all patent proceedings between them and have entered into a patent cross-license agreement. The two companies had instituted various proceedings since May 2012. This settlement and the patent cross-license resolves all such actions. Under terms of settlement, neither ST nor InvenSense has made any admission of liability. Other terms between the parties are confidential. For once, Apple and Google are going to get together. Both companies, tired of being slapped with patent lawsuits that cost millions of dollars of legal fees, are asking the US Supreme Court to let them hit back. The technology companies are leading a group of firms urging the court to make it easier to collect attorneys' fees from patent holders who lose infringement suits. More than 100,000 companies were threatened in 2012 alone with infringement suits by businesses whose sole mission is to extract royalty revenue, according to a White House report. Those entities, dubbed as patent trolls by critics, filed 19% of all patent lawsuits from 2007 to 2011, according to the Government Accountability Office. The initiative by Apple and Google is the latest one against patent trolls. Android father Andy Rubin may be on Apple's list of witnesses. After the failure of mediation talks between Samsung CEO J.K. Shin and Apple CEO Tim Cook, more high-profile representatives of both companies could be sued in the courts shortly. From court documents, it seems that Apple wants to make the Android developer Andy Rubin heard as a witness in one of the ongoing cases. Samsung wants $9.4 million from Dyson. Last year, vacuum maker Dyson sued Samsung for patent infringement in UK. Dyson's lawyers urged that Samsung's motion sink vacuums infringe Dyson patents, but Dyson gave up the legal effort in fairly short order. The cause of this courtroom failure isn't clear, and the company had said that it was forced to withdraw due to loopholes in the patent system. Samsung, apparently still quite displeased about being sued over patents in Dyson's home court, wasn't satisfied with that. The company has planned to rake Dyson over the coals on its home turf in Korea. So Samsung filed a claim in a South Korean court asking Dyson that they should pay 10 billion won, which is $9.4 million, because the vacuum patent lawsuit hurt Samsung's corporate image. Microsoft announces its 26th known Android patent deal. Over the course of the last few weeks, 4 royalty-bearing Android patent licenses agreements have been announced. 3 of them settled patent litigation with Rockstar, Ericsson, Nokia, but the latest one was entered into on an amicable basis between Microsoft and Vox Electronics. The terms of the agreement are confidential except for the fact that it is a royalty-bearing agreement. The Microsoft-Vox agreement is the 26th royalty-bearing patent license agreement to have become known. 16 of the Microsoft Android deals have occurred after Google Motorola Mobility merger agreement, a fact that proves that Google was not going to be able to secure a free ride for Android by cross-licensing Motorola Mobility's patents. Now let's go to the courtroom with Mike.
Hi everyone, this is Mike. The proceedings in a patent lawsuit may force Apple to disclose details of the A7 chip. This week, a seemingly run-of-the-mill patent litigation has lit up Apple analyst boards as the company's A7 chip has been placed at the center of a rather public trial. It's during the defense that Apple will likely be forced to reveal proprietary details of its A7 chip. Details Apple certainly isn't going to want to be showing off to just anyone. This battle might not be something Apple wants to keep in the public eye, even if they are in position to dismiss it all.
In this day in history, we will check out the patent claiming the first electrical ignition system for cars. The first electrical ignition system for cars was invented by GM engineers Clyde Coleman and Charles Kettering. The self-starting ignition was first installed in a Cadillac in 1911. The invention of electric starter motor by Charles Kettering eliminated the need for hand cranking. The US patent was issued to Charles Kettering of Dayton, Ohio in 1915. The US Patent 269 discloses pants with one or more zippers on the rear. According to the patent, it is currently the fashion to expose areas of skin that were not formerly exposed. For example, plunging necklines and bare midriffs have become popular, particularly among younger women. However, except for wearing pants, lower and lower, nothing is known that permits an area of the rear of the wearer of the pants to be exposed below the normal waist of the pants. Accordingly, the patent discloses new types of pants which allow the wearer of the pants to expose a portion of the wearer of the pants below the top of the pants. Basically, the patent helps the wearer disclose a part